Look, I think we all long for freedom and to move ourselves closer to that higher power. And where else can one do that but in the air? Over the last decade, I've bought 150 companies that others would have tossed away. I've saved 250,000 jobs, and so that's what drives me each day. My parents were first-generation Americans, and we were a close-knit family. We grew up in the Bronx. I come from great people. By the time I was 13, I was working 40 hours a week, full-time, to try to support my tennis, because I didn't come from money. My life was, golden. I mean, I was a very good athlete. I did very well in school. I had good friends. Anything I touched sort of worked out. It wasn't without hard work, but if I wanted it, if I dreamt it, I could get there. I got married because I felt like I needed to be an adult, and then I had a child, and then was divorced and working 100 hours a week on Wall Street, which wasn't kind to women. Raising a child, leaving her at home, most of the time, always worrying that she was okay, that I'd be able to keep my job, I'd be able to put food on the table. I lived a life in fear, in a constant state of fear. Those years were so dark I can barely remember them. What it did was it taught me to be strong. So I started my own business, a bank loan trading broker-dealer, research firm, and that's when I actually started to really make money, was on my own. And as I was doing it, I got a calling. I mean, I really had a calling to come back and use what I'd learned on Wall Street and what I had sort of absorbed as a spiritual being through my studies, and try to do something that would give back to the world. I buy broken companies, and I like American legacies. I like old brand names. And I got a call from Wachovia Bank at the time, that had been the lender here, saying that they had had a lot of trouble with the old owner and getting this sold, but they were going to liquidate the company. Did I want to take a look at it? And, that it was very, very broken, but talk about American legacies. And so I got a call. I got on a plane the next day, and I came out here. And I can remember very clearly sitting in the parking lot right by the gate, and I said to the gentleman who was with me, I said, I don't know why, but I know that this is going to change my life in a very different way. I think I came in on June 1st and closed 6 weeks later in a rapid-fire transaction, because I want, Howard Hughes's legacy and the people it served. Having a customer that loves your product, wanting to please them, and then taking it one step forward and having your customer, for the most part, be people who give their lives to serve others. Warriors, the 160th, the police forces, EMS rescue. These are people who are working in your aircraft, loving your product. But I will tell you, I was foolish and naive because I didn't understand the industry, and I didn't understand what it would take to rebuild a shuttered aerospace company. It takes a team of people with passion, perseverance, vision, and the belief that they can walk in the darkness, one foot in front of the other, every day till they see the light, but that ultimately the light will come. And that's the hardest part and the most important part of it. And I know that if I can get those things right, that over time that we can rebuild most anything.